Hello, let's practice pretty useful IELTS synonyms with example sentences. I will say the basic word, then the synonym, and then an easy example. Pause after each to repeat. So let's get started. Number 1 is important, significant. For example, education plays a significant role in shaping our future. Difficult, challenging. For example, learning English can be quite challenging. Easy, straightforward. For example, the instructions were clear and straightforward. Smart, intelligent. For example, she is one of the most intelligent students in the class. Stupid, foolish. For example, it was foolish of me to forget my homework. Necessary, essential. For example, good communication skills are very essential. Unnecessary, redundant. For example, some details in your essay are redundant. Good, beneficial. For example, regular exercise is beneficial for health. Bad, harmful. For example, smoking is extremely harmful to the lungs. Tired, exhausted. For example, after the workout, I felt very exhausted. Sad, miserable. For example, he felt miserable after losing the match. Strong, resilient. For example, children are often very resilient in different situations. Weak, fragile. For example, her bones are too fragile because of old age. Safe, secure. For example, I feel very secure when I follow a healthy lifestyle. Fast, rapid. For example, technology is growing at a very rapid pace. Naive, contemporary. For example, I enjoy listening to contemporary music. famous, renowned. For example, he is a renowned scientist in his field. Special, exceptional. For example, she has an exceptional talent for programming. Unimportant, trivial. For example, don't waste time on such a trivial problem. Big, enormous. For example, the mountain looked enormous from a distance. Interesting, fascinating. For example, I find foreign cultures absolutely fascinating. Beautiful, stunning. For example, the beach was absolutely stunning at sunset. Old, ancient. For example, the city is full of ancient temples. Dangerous, hazardous. For example, driving in heavy rain can be hazardous. Clean, spotless. For example, the hotel room was completely spotless. Dirty, filthy. For example, the streets became filthy after the festival. Cheap, affordable. For example, public transport is quite affordable in my city. Expensive, costly. For example, buying a car can be a very costly decision. Tasty, mouth-watering. For example, the food was absolutely mouth-watering. Common, widespread. For example, social media is widespread among teenagers. Poor, underprivileged. For example, many underprivileged children lack access to education. Happy, thrilled. For example, I was thrilled when I passed my exam. Angry, few, frustrated. For example, I feel frustrated when the internet stopped working. surprised, astonished. For example, I was astonished by the beautiful view. Young, youthful. For example, despite his age, he has a very youthful spirit. Boring, monotonous. For example, doing the same thing every day feels monotonous. Small, minute. For example, there was only a minute difference between the two. So that's it. Practice repeating after each synonym and example. This way, you will sound natural and fluent in your IELTS test. Thank you.